Good morning. Welcome. Thank you for rolling out of bed and joining me. I hope you've had a good morning so far and you've had a cup of coffee and you're ready for some practice, for a good confidence building practice. So my name is Kelly. Welcome to my studio. And this is Maxwell. Good morning, Maxwell. How are you? I know. Okay, so today, practice about building confidence. So we'll begin on our mats in a seated position and get into a sequence of poses and non-traditional movement, or not what you probably expect, I should say. So yoga provides insight into movement patterns, right? So with your body and your breath, keep that in mind, and we'll observe in today's practice. So your intention today to observe the body movement from place to place, from pose to pose, rather than necessarily concentrating so much on the pose itself. Okay, let's get started. Good to have you. Thank you for showing up again. All right, so let's start seated. Thursday morning here. If you're watching this on another day, thank you for watching the recording. Inhale and reach your arms up overhead and look up at your hands. Now bring the arms out like a cactus. That's cactus arms. Elbows back, so puff the chest and sit up tall. If you find that this is uncomfortable for your lower back, get a pillow or a blanket and sit up on that with your knees forward of the blanket. So elbows like this, pull back. Then bring the elbows towards each other, spread the blades apart, and you can tuck the chin right here, like cat pose, right? And then open up. Spreading the chest, opening the front of the shoulders, elbows bent 90 degrees, and then bring it in. Shoulder blades come apart. Open up, warming up the upper body, the shoulders, and the chest and the back. Open up, inhale, and then exhale. So smoothly move, and then open up. Inhale or exhale. And then inhale, open up, and exhale. One more time. Open up the body, open up the chest, and then bring it together, exhale. And then relax the shoulders. Lift them up and roll them back. And let's lean over to the side. Up and over, reaching your arm over your ear. Feeling that side stretching out. And then let's reach over to the other direction. Put your point the elbow towards the floor. And then reach up. And let's change sides. But first, windshield wiper the knees in front. Feet flat on the floor. Tip the knees side to side. Cross your legs the opposite way. And bring the arms out like a cactus again. Pull it back. And then open up your shoulder blades. Scapula. Broaden through the chest. Pull the elbows back. Palms facing forward. And then bring it forward. So if you're not seeing a mirror, looking at yourself in a mirror behind you potentially, then I want you to just look over and see that your elbows are 90 degrees, right? And then bring it in, elbows together in the front, and then open up. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. One more time. Inhale. And then exhale. And then neutral. Relax the arms. Lean over to the side, up and over, reaching with the arm. Working out any stiffness in the sides you're feeling, waking up your body. It takes a moment. It takes a minute. Movement. And now let's come onto our hands and our knees. So flip over to the mat. So even when you're moving, like in these positions, these simple positions from place to place, be mindful of that. Press your feet into the floor. Remember, don't expect traditional sequence of movements in class today. I want you to pay attention to the movement from place to place and less about specifically a pose. So press your fingers into the mat and then lower your belly down towards the floor and look forward. And then exhale and round your spine, push into the floor, lift up the back. Your head drops, chin tucks, and then lower cow pose. Round up cat. Exhale, round. And inhale, lower. And exhale, round. And then neutral spine. So let your heart melt. Don't bend your elbows, but your chest, your blades come together. And then press and spread the blades apart. So look between the thumbs. Do that again. Melt the heart. And then press. Shoulder blades come together, melting the chest. And then when you press, spread the blades apart. Serratus push-ups. So those small muscles between the blades across the upper back, strengthening those muscles. Posture muscles. So the muscles that allow you to lift your arms up overhead, press down, or lower the heart, and then press up, spreading part. Do that one more time. X and hold neutral right there. Reach the right arm forward and your left leg back straight. And set that down. Extend that left arm and right leg. And set that down. Do it again. This time let's add an elbow to knee crunch. Touch and then reach. Set your hand and knee down. Other side. Leg and arm, elbow and knee touch, and reach, and set it down. Pay attention to your movement. Right arm, left leg, 3 times crunch. 3, smooth and controlled. The movement is the important part. 2. 1 more. Set your hand down, knee down. Left arm, right leg, knee to elbow. Inhale. Exhale. One more time. Inhale and exhale. Inhale. Set your hand and knee down. 5 on the other side. Left leg, right arm, knee to elbow. Crunch, round your back. There's 2. Round your back, reach. 3. Inhale. Exhale. 4. Inhale. Exhale. 5. Inhale. Set your hand down and knee down. Opposite side. This is the last one. Reaching your arm, warming up the core, warming up the body. Press into your fingers. Get your balance. Knee to elbow. 5 times. 4. 3. Round your back. 2. Extend, and then 1 more. Inhale. Then exhale, put your hand and your knee down. Knees apart, child's pose. Reach your arms forward, put your forehead down on the mat at the hairline. So you're kind of tucking your chin, relaxing your head, your neck. Palms pressing down into the mat. Lift the forearms. Press your toes into the floor. Abs contracted. And as you do that, lift up
Feel the strength of your body as you lift up with pressing into the hands and extending through. Nice. Walk your hands back to your feet. Soft on your hands or light on your hands and fold. Relax your shoulders and your arms. Turn your palms, bend your knees, let the back of your hands press into the floor, extending through the back of the arms, the forearms. And then palms flat, lengthen the head forward. Then exhale, fold, and bend your knees. Walk your hands out so you come into plank. Inhale. Go through a vinyasa. Shift forward first. Lower down. You can set your knees down if you want to. Lower down. And then pull your elbows in towards each other. Press your palms into the floor. Lift your chest hard away or draw the shoulders back. Cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. So let's do that again. Inhale, plank. Set your knees down. Shift forward. Exhale. So right now, assess the body. Press your feet into the floor. What do you need to modify? Exhale, downward facing dog. As you warm up, increasing your range of motion, pedal your heels right and left. We're going to walk your feet crisscrossing to the front of the mat. Crisscross all the way forward. And then hold your right leg crossed over the left. Bend your knees just slightly and fold. Lengthen the head forward. Exhale, fold. Now uncross and change other side. So other leg in front of so left leg in front of the right. Fold over and you can slightly bend your knees right here. Feel the back of your legs stretch gently. Relax the neck and the head. Look forward, half lift, uncross the legs. Lengthen the head forward, lift all the way up, standing tall. There you go. Inhale. Good morning, people. Thank you for joining me. Hands to your heart. Close your eyes. Press your feet into the ground. Feel your foundation. Feel your feet underneath you. Focus to your knees, to your hips, to the shoulders, to the top of the head. Setting your intention for your practice, for your movement. Moving with confidence. Inhale and reach your arms up. Sun salutation A. Let's do that 2 times, one after another. Exhale, fold over. Lengthen the head forward. On your breath, exhale, step back to plank. Set your knees down if you need to. Shift forward, lower down. Cobra or up dog. Press into your fingers. Look forward, chest back. Exhale, downward facing dog. Beautiful. Look forward, bend your knees. Step to your hands. Big step forward. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise. One more time, right into it. Exhale, fold over, flat back, abs contracted the whole way, folding over. Lengthen the head forward, plant your hands, step back, plank, shift forward, lower down, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Look forward, step your feet to your hands. Lengthen the head forward, exhale and fold. Inhale and rise. All the way up. Right into it. Bring your right knee up into your chest. Bring the knee side. Grab your foot or your ankle. Place your foot on the inner thigh. Tree pose. Hands to your heart. Shoulders back. Balancing. Straighten the left leg. Reach the arms up and around. Move the arms up and down for 5, 4, 3, 2, and then 1. Bring your knee forward. Bring the right leg back. Set your toes on the floor. Crescent pose. High lunge. Reach up. Inhale. And then exhale. Set your knee down on the floor. Reach the right arm forward and the left arm back. Twisting in the low lunge position. Shift your hips forward. Tap
the left hand behind your right hamstring. Reach the opposite arm. Excellent. Now look at the floor, place your hands on the floor. Step forward, right leg and fold. Lengthen your head forward. Exhale, fold. Inhale and stand tall. And balance in your right leg, left knee up. Pull it in. Bring the leg side. Reach down inside of your leg, foot to the inner thigh. Standing tall, knee side, reaching up. Inhale. And move the arms. Reaching up, tree pose with movement. 3, 2, 1. Bring the knee forward. Leg goes back, behind, crescent pose. Inhale, reach your arms up. Lower your knee down to the floor. Reach the right arm up and back, left arm forward, twist. Right hand comes back, touches the back of your left hamstring. Reach the opposite arm. Excellent. And now sweep it over. Hands to the floor. Step forward and fold. Lengthen your head forward. Exhale and fold. Inhale, rise. Stretch it out overhead. Exhale your hands to your heart. Shoulders roll back. Now hands at your hips, bend your right knee. Balancing. Now leg coming back. Flexion of the hamstring. Grab your foot. Reach the left arm forward for countering the balance of the leg going back. Lord of the dance. Knee goes back. Press the foot into the hand. Lift the heart. Abs in. Breathe. Lift your foot as high as you can. Pull the foot away from you. And now bring it in. All the way. Knee up. Balance. Leg forward. Hold. You can actually support that. Toes pointing up. Heel pointing down. Arms to the side. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower down. And the other side, balancing on the right leg. Reach back, grab your foot, reach forward. Palm facing up like you're gonna serve something, so hold it right there in front, looking forward, chin neutral. Tip the chest forward, pull the foot behind you, or bring the foot behind you, knee back, pointing rear, pull the foot away from you, breathe, inhale. Exhale. Then bring it in, slowly, 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 slowly. And knee forward. Grab underneath the hamstring. Extend the leg out straight. Point your toes up. Straight leg. Let it go. Hold. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower down. Inhale. Reach your arms up. Excellent job. Exhale. Fold over. Lengthen the head forward, step back into a plank. Hold 5 breaths right here. We're gonna move on, you guys. Press into the floor. Legs straight, squeeze your thighs. Inhale, exhale, breathe in, breathe out. Lower down to the mat all the way. Sphinx pose, put your forearms on the floor. So the next poses that we're going to go through, listen to my cues, just listen very carefully. Press your hands into the floor, press the forearms into the floor, pull your elbows back towards your hips. Strengthening the back muscles, pull your navel away from the floor, press your feet into the floor. Now lower down your chest. Slide your hands back like you're going to come off the floor, which you are. Bend your right knee. All right? Then tuck your left toes. Everybody got that? Elbows in. Now you're going to push off the floor. Ready? Up like that. And then put your foot on the other side and then sit. So you flipped over. Okay, got that? All right, so keep your foot right here. Reach forward over the forward leg. You can grab your shin or your foot right there. So sitting, both glutes on the floor, hands on the mat, or you grab your toes. Now listen, here's what we're gonna do. You're gonna bring your left hand behind your hip, press into the right foot, rock star. Got that? Excellent. Now look down at the mat, put your right hand on the floor, unflip, reach your right leg up, 3-limb dog. Twist this. So reach the ball of your foot, extend the leg straight, step your right foot forward between your hands, set your left knee down. Inhale and reach up. Just like we did before, reach the right arm back, left arm forward, right hand comes behind your left hamstring, reach the left arm up. Beautiful. Exhale. Pay attention. Hands on the floor. Press into the floor. Lift your left knee. Bring your right leg up or bring your right leg in front of the left leg. So crossing the right in front of the left. Got that? Right leg is in front of the left leg and downward facing dog. We'll hold this for 2 more breaths. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Now press into your right foot. Lift your left leg up straight. Step your left foot to your hands. And bring your right leg behind the left leg, crossing, folding over. Relax your arms and shoulders. Press into your feet. With a slight bend in your knees, we're going to stand all the way up. Lift up to the ceiling with your arms, with your hands. Now reach up and over to the left. So your left hand comes down to the side. Up and over. Good, now reach up. Uncross your legs, coming into Malasana. Bend your knees, sink down. Elbows on the inside of your knees like this. Malasana, as you know, this is one of the healthiest stretches you can get used to doing. At first, when I thought that this was the most agonizing pose ever, just so you know, so that everybody's clear. This was definitely a difficult pose for me. Elbows on the inside of your knees with your knees pointing the same direction and your hands at your heart. Very, very stiff feeling. And also just, it felt tough. It felt like really hard, even though it's not a very hard pose, it seems. But a good way to create mobility and in your knees and hips and ankles. All right, so now crow pose. Practice. Let's do a practice round. Hands on the floor. You're going to lift your knees. Get your knees behind your upper. So your shins or your knees basically go into the shelf of your triceps. And if you look forward, lift your right foot up and lift your left foot up. Balance. Bring your toes together, heels together, and then set your feet down. One time, right? Now step back and go through a vinyasa. Shift forward, lower down. Upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Beautiful. Let's do the other side. Left leg, stretch it out away from you. And then lower, now left, right leg. Walking your dog. And then we'll go to the other side. Left leg. So smooth and controlled movement. Mindful of your movement. Lower down. Now, shift forward into plank, lower down all the way to the mat. Sphinx pose. Put your forearms down, palms on the floor, look forward, press your feet into the mat, belly away from the floor, press into the hands, pull the elbows towards your hips. Then lower down your chest to the floor. Slide your hands down, elbows in, draw in. Now you're going to bend your left knee,
Tuck your right toes. Remember, we're gonna flip over and sit on that other side. All right, so push them to the floor, lift toes on the other side, and then sit your glutes down on the floor. Right there, and keep your left knee up, right leg straight. Look forward, and you can just kind of hinge forward like this. This is a nice stretch for your lower back. Walk your hands forward, and maybe you can grab your foot. Lengthen or lift your heart. Hi, Maxwell. So now we're going to go into rock star. So watch. It looks like this if it was confusing before. So what you're going to do is you're going to bring your right hand behind your hip, and then you're going to press into the left foot and go to the edge of your right, the bottom of your right. Reach up and over. Press into the floor. Lift your hips. Gaze up. Excellent. Look at the floor. Unflip. Hand to the mat. Reach your left leg up. Twist. And then extend straight. Step your left foot through. Knee down. Low lunge. Inhale, reach. Left arm comes back. Right arm forward. Reach it. Bring your hand down behind the hamstring. Reach the right arm up. Breathe. Exhale. Hand to the floor. Hands to the floor. Tuck your toes. Lift your knee. Left leg goes up, 3-limb dog. But then bring that left leg in front of the right leg. So crossing your legs in downward dog. Push the floor away. Move the shoulders away from your ears, you guys. And by the way, I'll remind you, your inner arms need to face each other and the index fingers point forward. So rotate your hands so that your shoulders are externally rotated. This is kind of waxing off. Wax in, wax off. Now uncross your legs, or reach the right leg up, sorry. Right leg, 3-limb dog. Step your right foot through. Cross your left foot on the back side of your right leg and fold. Then lengthen, look forward, and stand all the way up. Come up top, and then reach your left arm towards the right. Press into that right foot, the left foot. Reach the right fingers towards the floor. Look forward, chin neutral. Excellent. Inhale and reach up. Uncross your legs, sinking down, widening your stance. Malasana. Stay here for 3 breaths. So press into your feet, feeling comfortable. Move around. You want to keep mobility in your hips and knees, all right? So strength, primary, and just movement in general. Hands on the floor. Ready? Lift up your knees. Crow pose. Shift, look forward, lift your feet. Bring your heels to your glutes. Set your feet down and step back. Go through vinyasa. Shift, lower down, lift it up through, exhale back, downward facing dog. Let's go through that again, repeating. So listen to my cues. A little different. Inhale and lift your right leg up, walking your dog. Left leg up, walk your dog. Right leg up, walk your dog. One more time. Left leg. And then shift forward into plank. Lower to the mat. Going right into it, slide your hands back, elbows draw in. Bend your right knee so your toes are pointing up. Tuck your left toes. Push off the floor. Flip over. Sit on the mat. And then reach. Take it here, or hold it here. One more breath. Exhale. Left hand behind, rock star. So push into that right foot. Lift your hip. Right there. Excellent. Place your right hand on the floor. Lift your right leg up. 3-limb dog, twist. Step your right foot forward. Set your knee down. Right arm goes up. Left arm forward. Reach. Whoop. Back bend carefully. Keep your balance. Then sweep it over. Hands to the mat. Then lift up your right leg. Step it in front of the left. Crossing your legs, downward facing dog. Abs in, shoulders away from the ears. Lengthen the body. Press into your right foot, move the left leg out, 3-limb dog. Step your left foot forward. Right leg goes behind the left. Inhale, half lift. Everybody with me. Exhale and stand and fold. Inhale and stand right there. And then we're gonna lean over to the left. So reaching up and over. You're gonna press into both feet evenly, chin neutral, don't look down. Inhale and reach up. Uncross, toes turned out. Bend your knees down to Malasana. Look forward, hands to your heart. Stay here, practice crow pose. Hips round the back. Look forward, press into your fingers, lift your toes. And set your feet down. Look behind you, step back, plank. Shift forward, lower down, all the way. Going to the second side. Slide your hands, elbows in. Bend your left knee. Got it? Tuck your toes. Push off the mat. Foot on the other side and sit. Reach forward. Another breath. Bring the right hand behind, rock star. Excellent. Look at the mat, reach the left leg up straight. Step your left foot through or beside your left thumb, right knee down, low lunge. Inhale, Anjaneyasana with a back bend or leaning back. Lift the shoulders. Excellent, hands to the floor. Lift the left leg up, 3-limb dog. Now bring that left leg in front of the right, crossing downward dog. Pull your navel in, lengthen the hips back, shoulders away from the ears. Hug the inner arms, or externally rotate the arms, but rotate the arms slightly, hugging the triceps in. Breathe. Now, right leg goes up, 3-limb dog. Step your right foot forward. Left foot goes behind the right. Left leg goes behind the right. Then lengthen halfway and stand tall, reaching up. And then we're going to lean over to the right. Reach the fingertips towards the floor. Beautiful job. Inhale. Exhale. And now look forward, reach your arms up, uncross your legs, sinking down into Malasana. Elbows on the inside of your knees. Move around just a little bit. Remember, and look over here, look up here for a second. So when you come into crow pose, you really need to round your back like this, like you're in cat, okay? So one of the reasons why we did the serratus push-ups is to strengthen the upper back and the chest, so the area of the body that helps you hold that pose, that arm balance. But the other thing is to firmly press into this part of your hand, but then also your entire circle, but right here mainly, so that the energy is coming up through the arm to your breastbone, and then translates into your scapula, right? So it's all a big part of it. Mindful of the movement, so don't get stuck on just getting to crow pose, right? So mindful of the movement, shift and lift up your hips, knees behind your triceps, look forward, round your back, pick your feet up, press into your fingers. 3, 2, 1. Set your feet down, extend your legs back. Lower down, let's do it one more time on each side. Lower down all the way. Pay attention, slide your hands, elbows in. You can tuck your left toes, reach your right toes towards the ceiling. So bending at the knee, push off the floor, flip over to the left, And set your glutes down and fold. Inhale, left hand behind the hip, rock star. Reach up and over. Excellent. Now look down, right hand to the floor, right leg goes up. Step your right foot beside your right thumb. Set your knee down, left knee. Inhale, reach up. Right arm back, left arm forward. Right hand touches the back of your hamstring, left side. Excellent. Hands on the floor. Lift your knee. Bring that right foot on the other side of your left leg, crossing your legs. Right leg is in front, downward facing dog. Lift your left leg up, three-limb dog. Step your left foot through. Right foot on the behind the left leg, right leg behind the left leg. Inhale, stand tall, flat back, and then lean over to the left. Excellent. Inhale and reach up. Everybody got that? And then uncross your legs. Malasana, stay here or practice again. Hands on the floor. Repetition, muscle memory, central nervous system. Set your feet down, extend the legs, plank, lower down. Elbows in. Point your left toes up, bend your left knee, tuck your right toes, push off the mat. Foot on the other side, sit on the floor, and then fold over. Lift up, hand behind your hip, rock star, unflip, left leg up, inhale, left foot forward, right beside your thumb, set your knee down, inhale, left arm back, right arm forward, reach, touch, good. And then exhale your hands to the floor, push into the floor, bring that left leg in front of the right, crossing the legs. Think about your shoulders. Right leg, three-limb dog. Right foot between your hands. Step your left leg behind the right. Lengthen forward. Exhale, fold. And then inhale, rise. Last time for this sequence. Lean over to the right. Reach the right arm down the side of the leg. You can use that to brace and balance, but opening up the left side. Inhale and reach your arms up. Uncross your legs. Practicing crow. Elbows on the inner thighs. No worries. Don't overthink it. Just practice. Hands on the floor, knees up into the triceps like a shelf. Look forward. Pick your feet up. Look forward, straighten the arms. Set your feet down. Excellent. Now reach forward and sit behind. Sit on the floor, extend the legs out. Nice, shake it out. You did it. All right, seated poses, seated stretches. Let's bring the hands behind and take a moment, settle in. Feet on the floor, wide. Tip your knees side to side. So if you have not joined me on Spotify, you should. There is a free membership. You can pay a fee for, more stuff, but you don't have to. It's free. I believe still. Maybe that changed. Anyway, I'm listening to Michael Franti right now, and it's really great. So I'll start telling you guys what playlist I'm playing. I usually do, but sometimes I forget. But you could just put on any of the playlists. I have a bunch of yoga playlists out there, public. So tip your knees side to side. Taking a little break, you guys. All right. Put your feet together. Let's stretch the inner thigh muscles. So sit up on your sitting bones. Right. Wobble, wobble, wobble. Get comfortable. Look forward. Look at your feet. They're together. Feel the texture of the bottom of your feet pressing into each other. Look at the length of your feet. Grab your ankles. Just bringing you to presence or being present.
Grab your ankles and then bring your chest forward, lengthening the spine. Maybe you could bring your elbows in front of the shins and bring your forehead towards your feet. 5 breaths right here. Stretching the lower back, lengthening all the way up to the neck. Breathe. 3 more breaths. Inhale. Exhale. Breathe in. And breathe out. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale, lift up. All right, so now legs together. So crossing your legs, bring your right foot over the left leg. So my ankle lines up with my knee. So we'll twist by bringing the arm and hugging the leg into the body and turning the shoulder back. You can line up your chin with your breastbone. Here's the thing, you guys, this is very important. I've said this a lot. Sometimes it takes a while to hear cues because there are a lot of them. But the main cue here is to press down in that leg that's extended. Press that leg down as you turn. It just makes the twisting pose or the twisting position feel a whole lot better on your hip, your SI joint. So not feeling like you've got to ground down into your sitting bones, but ground down into that leg that's extended. Then you can also take a moment and make it even more of a bind by bringing your heel over to your glute, your hip on the other side, and then turn. And then you're going to press that leg down, the bent leg underneath, and turn. And then maybe you can get a little more of a bind. It's good to bind the organs and stimulate them. Stimulate the tissue. Wake it up. Good stress for the body. And then look forward, unwind, and lean back, and uncross, extend the legs, bring your left foot. So as I said, focusing on the movement from place to place. Press your foot into the floor. It's kind of like traveling. Don't get lost in the end point or just where you're going to land, but enjoy the ride along the way. So let's turn, looking over your shoulder. No, don't look over your shoulder. I want you to line up your chin with your breastbone. Pull your leg into your body, giving the organs a squeeze, a little bind. And then if you want to, you can lean into that right hip and bring your right heel over to your glute. If that's comfortable for you, foot on the floor and bring the arm right here, fingertips behind the hip, or better, or more of a bind, not better, more of a bind, elbow on the outside, or on the outside of the knee, palm faces back. Look, you can turn your gaze, or just line up your chin with your breastbone. Remember, press into that leg that's on the floor. Now untwist, unbind, and extend your legs out. Come down to your forearms easily. We're going to go into bridge pose. Lowering down, so we're cooling down the body. We'll be done in just a few minutes. Put your feet on the floor flat. Everybody listen to my cues. Probably this is one of those poses that you like kind of fade out and you're not listening to my instruction or the instruction of it or of the pose, but I want you to pay attention here just as much. It's just as important. The cues. So you're lifting straight up. Don't push towards your shoulders. That's one of the main points. Put your palms on the floor. And first, lift up your shoulder blades and pull the right shoulder under and then the left shoulder under. So right there is your first setup. Press your feet into the floor. Your feet are parallel. And bring them out wider, a little bit wider than your hips, not tremendously, just a little wider. Knees pointing up. Don't let them rock out or rock in. So you want to squeeze the inner thigh muscles. Can you squeeze the inner thigh muscles? And then lift up. Bring the hands together. Press the pinkies into the floor. Back of the head flat on the floor. And hold. So you still want to engage the inner thigh muscles, the adductors, strengthening the hold, lifting, pressing into your feet evenly, all four corners, but squeezing the inner thighs specifically. That helps take the stress or the strain off of the lower back if there is any, rather than letting your glutes take over the position, because they can do that. Lifting up like this, you want to engage the inner thigh muscles. Support the spine, the lower back. Inhaling and exhaling. Everybody, close your eyes. 3 more breaths. Unclasp your hands and lower down to the mat. Let your lower back relax. Mark your knees from side to side. All right, so let's do a little variation for supine leg stretches. Bring your left leg out straight and hug your right knee in. And then place your palms on the floor. Bring your right leg 90 degrees. So look up here. See my knee is bent 90 degrees like that, right? Now I want you to just turn your knee in and your ankle out. Internal rotation at the hip. And now neutral position, 90 degrees. And now we're going to go the opposite direction. So knee out, heel in, or ankle in. There's your internal or external rotation at the hip. You can kind of relax the shoulders, but still feel the foundation of your shoulders. Now neutral. Everybody got that? Let's do that again. So turn your ankle out, your heel out. You're still keeping that knee or the heel right out away from the knee. Notice that? Palms on the floor. Now keep that position and tap the heel to the floor right there, and then lift up. Just notice what you're feeling. Inner thigh. Touch and lift up. Pressure lower back into the floor, abs contracted, foot flexed. Touch and lift up. Do that again. And then hold. Neutral. Bring your knee out, your ankle in. Now you're going to touch the top of the left thigh. Touch and bring it back up. Touch and lift up. Do that again 3 more times. 3, soften your jaw. 2, 1 more. And lift up. Good. Now neutral, set your foot on the floor. Extend the right leg out, left knee into your chest. Let's do the other side, and then we'll be done. So leg up, 90 degrees like that. Flex your foot. You can press your shoulders down, soften your jaw. Now turn your ankle out and your knee in, like that. And then neutral position. Turn your ankle in, knee out. Just articulating at the hip joint, internal and external rotation. Good. Now neutral. Heel out, knee in. So that slight angle, and pull your abs down into the floor first, and touch your heel and lift up. Touch the heel. So abs in, pressure back towards the floor. Touch and lift. Touch. 2 more. Inner thigh. 1 more time. Hamstring also. Now, neutral.
Turn your heel in and your knee out. Now touch your left heel to your right thigh or right knee and then lift up, wherever that lands. Everybody's got different lengths of legs. Heel to your leg and then lift up. So keep that knee rotated out and your heel in. Touch. 2 more. Pull your abs down. 1 more. And then lift. Neutral. And set your foot down. Bring both knees into your chest. Hug yourselves for being here. Self-gratification, self-appreciation. Rock from side to side. And then happy baby. Feet up, arms on the inside of your legs, knees on the outside of your shoulders. Just a comfortable stretch for your hips and your knees and your shoulders, lower back, everything. Here's your malasana. Here's your yogi squat. Same position. We're just on our back. Good. Okay, so now traditional. Extend the left leg out. Keep your right foot. Lunge stretch. Flexor stretch right there on the front of your hip. Your the right knee is on the outside of your shoulder. Now using your left hand, bring the right knee across the body to the left and look over to the right. Can you bring your heel to the floor? Changes the stretch if you can. Maybe you can grab your toe and extend it out. This is a revolved triangle, or it could be a revolved triangle or a revolved half moon on the floor. Good. Bend your knee and lift up. And let's just change sides. So first bring your left knee in, hug your legs in, extend the right leg out straight. Foot up, grab your foot. There's your lunge position. Use your right hand and press that right thigh down. Feels super good right there. Then using your right hand, bring the knee across the body. I'm being mindful of my mic on my side, so hold on. There. Up and over. So if your shoulder lifts, like mine just did, lift your shoulders and bring them down. Even them up, and then look over the opposite direction. Can you get your heel to the floor? There it is. Heel to the floor. Then maybe you can grab your toes, extend your leg. Looking over. Feel that nice stretch through the hip, the glute, the lower back. Relax. Close your eyes. Now look up and bend your knee. Lift the knee up. Knees into your chest. Extend the legs up straight. Flex your feet. Shoulders spaced apart or the blades spread apart. And then reach your hands behind your hamstrings and press into your hamstrings. Then reach up behind the knees and make a little circle behind the knees, giving that space. There's a muscle back there. A massage. Then reach up and grab your calves. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. And then try to reach for your toes. 3 breaths. Close your eyes. And start to bend your knees, place your feet on the floor. Let's take 1 minute for Shavasana. Extend the right leg out. Right, so think heel towards the right corner and then the left heel towards the left corner. It just gives you adequate space for your hips. Lift your hips up and settle your glutes down. Shoulders, lift them up and settle them down evenly. Bring your arms out to the sides, palms facing up. Just 1 minute of stillness, of breath, being present. When thoughts come, let them go. No need to focus on them, no need to contemplate or reflect. Just be for a moment. In the space of your body. Begin to move your fingers and open your eyes and move your toes. Feet on the floor. Tip the knees over to one side. Push, lifting the body up, the shoulders, the head, and sitting up tall and looking or facing my direction. Close your eyes. Bring your hands to the knees. Take a moment. Let's take 3 breaths, energizing breaths together. Breathing in through the nose. Exhaling through the mouth. Inhale through your nose. Exhale through your mouth. Inhaling. Exhaling. Palms together to the mind's eye. And thanks and gratitude. The edge of the thumbs to the heart. Relax the shoulders, bowing your chins. The light in me honors the light in you. Thank you for practicing with me, for being here. Namaste. Thank you so much. Type in the word live if you were here and did the live class. And if you're doing the recording, please type in recording. I'd love to know that you were here and you did it. All right? It helps me in my practice to know. Okay? So thank you. Be in touch with me. If you're in the area and you want to come and join me for an in-person yoga session, when the weather is right for it, we'll be outside. I have a perfect space in my backyard, so I have a sign up on my website, so you can go and check that out. 4-person maximum, so space is limited. First come, first serve on the calendar. Thank you. Bye.